marinating in his tongue.
You're trying to get it down right now?
Please drink.
Oh
drink
my
water.
God.
Got it.
That was repugnant. That was.
There's only one door out of this.
Where
am I?
This is what Heather did.
This is
exactly what Heather was
I was
doing.
like, I'm cool. I can hang.
So we've been doing this thing called spicy peanut butter and jellies.
Okay.
It's a Rice Krispie, Reese's peanut butter cup.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
Is
And-
that real?
Well, it's real now.
Something that you're.
And he's making it
That
a
sounds
thing.
disgusting.
It does, but can I entice you in one? Have you? Do you like peanut butter cups?
Yeah, I do.
Do
That's
you
why I'm
like
like, why would you
Sour Patch
ruin
Kids?
it?
So I
Sour
thought
Patch
the
Kids
same thing.
are fine.
The sourness is a little bit of a problem, but it does taste like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a way. Dude, two Sour Patch Kids and a half a cup
And a half a cup bite, please.
at the same time.
Two Sour Patch Kids. Does it matter which color?
No. No.
Okay.
Oddly enough, it doesn't.
I go 2 reds, but
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 reds, but
Are those strawberry?
I don't know.
I like that we pretend that these have different
Flavors.
flavors.
Yeah.
Dude, I
They're-
was just saying
That
this.
color, that flavor is blue.
Yeah,
That
they're
flavor
all
is
Sour
green.
Patch.
Yeah.
They're all Sour Patch Kid flavored. Okay. Are
So-
we rolling? Because I'm only
Yeah,
doing
no.
this if we're rolling.
Yeah, no, this is all. This
I'm
is
not doing
all
this for free. So I have to do.
I'm not
I
going
have
to degrade myself like this unless this is for content, bitch.
This is such a stupid job.
It really
Isn't
is.
it crazy? This is your
This
job.
will be the most engaged upon clip of this interview.
I know.
I
You're at
guarantee it.
work right now. That's so fucking dumb.
It's so dumb.
Oh,
that's
this
why
is stupid.
I do have to check myself when I complain sometimes. I'm like, all right, I get it. We ate candy together, and that was the interview.
It's so. I'm gonna go home and be like, I'm so tired.
Yes.
I had to eat 3 candies at once. Do you do both?
Yeah.
You do both Sour Patch? Okay.
And then bite of that. Bite a solid bite.
Get in there. It's better than you thought, right?
That fucking works, actually. You know
Yes! Nobody has said other. I was the same thing
That's
as you.
crazy.
I was like, you are disgusting, and then I took a bite, and I was like, he right. Yeah.
I was ready to be a real bitch about that. And I've been knocked on my ass.
I wanted to so badly. I wanted to be like, yet again, another disgusting habit of yours. And I was like, you have invented something. You know what else? I invented this one today.
Oh, this was crazy.
Cream cheese.
This podcast is just about getting fat.
I wish I had this on
deck.
deck to give you. Cream cheese bagel with a buffalo chicken dip on top.
What?
It was amazing.
Really?
Really good.
This is exactly what I picture this office doing.
We're
by the way.
holding up the fucking
When I walk in,
dumb
I'm like,
frat boy.
anybody
shit.
here who's not having sex is definitely putting spreads that don't belong on other things. they're either fucking or combining foods that shouldn't go together.
What an insulting thing to the two of us. It's like, and I know what you two are.
And we're all out of fucking. So
Everybody's doing what I picture popular kids in 9th grade weren't inviting me to.
it's either sex or putting reckless things in your body. One or the other.
I also love that these are the 2 hardest candies to come back from.
Yeah, now you're on
From an
rest of the
interview?
interviews like this.
I'm just peanut butter Sour Patch mouth. The rest of it, you're like, so you're on tour? I'm like, yeah. Are you doing the Beacon in January? Yeah. Let me just. I got a molar. Man.
I was just turned on to the world of 16 handles. Never had that in my life. You know that?
No.
I feel like every girl has to know that.
Oh.
So that was like a prerequisite for being
I
a chick.
know it.
Wait, what is it?
Like, it's a frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
Frozen yogurt place.
Oh, like Pinkberry.
Yes, I think they're
Okay.
like direct competitors.
I found a more embarrassing name
yeah.
for Froyo. You're like 16 handles. I'm like, what's that? I'm like, oh, you mean Pinkberry? Yogurt Island. There's a lot of different ones. Yeah.
16 handles, I feel like, is more embarrassing because that's like, women love rom-coms. Let's do 16 candles. Right?
16
That's gotta be where it's from.
I would
But
think
it's
so.
exactly what it's. I mean, that's how many handles. I think it's great, but
That's how many handles there are?
that's.
that would
I don't
make
know if it's
sense.
exactly.
I don't
16.
thought it was.
so.
I
Who's
thought it
counting? Who's counting?
I counted when I went there. I went there for the first time recently.
Okay.
And I was
How
like,
many?
and it's all. There's 4 machines with 4 handles.
Yeah, I mean, you would be.
And that's,
Math wizard.
and that's
Would be
16. Do we have someone in the back doing that math?
I'll take his
Or-
word for it. But
You would be a reckless madman if you made a place called 16 Handles that had a bunch of handles. I would do it I would do 14 or 17, or I would just do a couple off just to drive people fucking crazy. You have OCD people come in there and be like, there's not 16 handles.
And then you'd be like, no, there's 16.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Just gaslight them. Like, count them
Or
again.
I've had a handle on the ceiling or something. I promise you, there's 16 here.
Did you go in the bathroom?
I've been ordering cookie dough bites and cheesecake bites and graham cracker crust toppings. I mean, I've been doing a whole show. And then I mix it in with ice cream that I bought separately. It's
By the
Is
way,
everything
out of
okay
control.
in
No.
your personal life?
No! I've gained so much weight.
you got to the root of the problem so fast. I appreciate that.
So bad.
Kevin recently became a double XL in underwear.
No, not yet, but I'm thinking about it. I've got this fat ass that really doesn't cooperate. I'm a large in like everything my whole life. And then like through a pandemic, like it's time for XL. But
Are you a large?
yeah, well, not anymore.
Well, you're sitting down, and maybe I can't tell.
Wait, you think he's
I
a
don't-
medium, or you think he's?
I was gonna guess medium. I don't know.
That's probably an insult, but
I
I'll
was gonna
take
say,
it.
I think
know.
that's an insult.
I
Does
think
that
a
mean
medium- I think a
men want to
medium
be a
for-
large, right?
Well, see, not me. I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather be perceived as just not fat.
Okay.
So if you told me that you were thinking I'm a medium, that's good. I'm skinny fat, so I've been a large my whole life up until recently. Pandemic hits, put on like 15 more pounds. Now I'm an XL, but my pants, my underwear has just been a fiasco for my whole life. I've just been wearing
Your
underwear.
whole life?
My underwear has been a fiasco.
Yes, not my whole. I guess like since in like my adult life, since I was been like buying my own. I've just been wearing.
It was your mom's fiasco before then. Now
it's
it's
her
mine.
fault. She's been buying the wrong underwear. I've just been wearing underwear that's just like a little too small for years, and I was like, but I was a large. I just was like, I'm a large, so I was like, I don't know, this is how underwear are. And then I got an XL, and I was like, this fucking fits.
Dude, underwear's so weird. I feel like we could all be wearing the wrong size, honestly.
This
Like,
guy wears small.
I've worn small.
Really?
I have. I actually think I think someone stole them from me. So I was actually back at the scene of the crime recently.
Yeah, probably like a small person who they belong to.
I was at the scene of the crime recently on my beard trip. I was at Bloomingdale's because like so I was at Bloomingdale's for the first time ever, right? And I needed new underwear.
What, Bloomingdale's or Bloomingdale's Outlet?
Bloomingdale's on 6th
That was
Avenue.
disrespectful.
No, I go to the outlet, so I'm asking.
I think it's just a Bloomingdale's. I think it's on 6th
Okay,
Avenue. I don't
all
know.
right.
If you're in Manhattan,
Power
it's,
move.
it's,
Yeah.
it's the real one.
yeah.
And it was like with an ex-girlfriend, and I had slept at her house like for the first time, and we were hanging out, and like we were shopping the next day, or whatever. And I just needed underwear, and we just happened to be at Bloomingdale's, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll just grab some new underwear here because I'm staying at her house again tonight. I need to change, whatever. And my mind just short-circuited, I guess, and I didn't process the idea that underwear came in different sizes.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, word, here you go, perfect underwear. And then we got back to her place, and I was like, fuck, I got smalls. Of course, smalls in the front. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's the only underwear I had. I was
we're
not
just
committed to this underwear.
Squeezing that
So
on.
I just wedged it on, and it felt kind of nice. Like, it fit. It was.
Why would you
Then
just
John went to
go-
Victoria's Secret after that.
Why would you just go commando at that point?
Yeah.
I honestly, it must have been winter, maybe. It was that was a winter relationship. So yeah, it was probably winter.
That was a winter relationship. That's meaner than me saying, was it the outlet?
Bro, I think we broke up on Easter. Like
Really?
it was a very winter relationship.
He is
together on New
risen, and
Year's.
so is my self-esteem. Get out of here.
Gonna go find somebody hotter than you.
Yeah.
Peace. Good luck with your Easter egg hunt. I'm out.
You thought I was going to the beach with you? Yeah, no.
You had to know this was coming, right? Come on. You had to know where this was going. But small is also impossible. I mean, you're like 6'2", 215.
15, yeah.
Yeah. Small is just not even an option. And that to me feels like in the Santa Claus when he squeezes through the tiny chimney and it becomes a fireplace. That's you putting on a pair of small
That's
underwear.
a great movie.
Great movie.
In all time.
Great
movie.
movie.
I have a friend who still watches it starting tomorrow. She'll watch it every single night.
Every
It's
single
a smart,
night?
smart friend of yours.
Until Christmas?
That's an awesome friend. I want to join her.
Is she okay?
You know her. It is. I think it's a little much, personally.
It's a little,
a
yeah.
Yeah.
I would maybe do that like starting like December 23rd second.
Yeah, or like once.
Right, once.
Like once is fine.
Once
Once
works.
tomorrow. But every night
Every night.
it's like when ABC Family used to do
The 25 Days of
the
Christmas.
25 Days of Christmas, but they would play different movies.
They
Different
still
movie,
do.
Do they still?
It's called
Freeform.
Freeform.
Freeform does it now.
Out of here.
Any children listening? It's the artist
Yeah.
formerly known as ABC Family.
Yeah,
now
that's one of those
Freeform.
things that I used to say that, and also when church changed all the prayers,
Oh,
and I was like, the new prayers. It's like the new prayers are like 25 years old, dude. Like Freeform is not a new thing anymore at all.
I
But in
know
my
that
mind,
was-
it's like it's ABC Family.
I'm
You know,
glad
that
you're
happened
bringing
in like
that
1998.
up because I thought of it earlier in the interview. How much longer are we going to put those 15 pounds on the pandemic?
there's a new variant.
like
There's a new variant.
Well,
Thank God.
It's not just Kevin. It's everyone's like, the pandemic hit. I put on a few pounds.
Well, let
the
me
pandemic
start
was
this.
2 years ago at this point.
Let me start this. It's not 15, it's 25. And I am planning on using that forever. Because it's
Kevin's gonna
actually
be on his deathbed.
Now, the pandemic 15 or
Like-
whatever. It actually, though, it is going to always be the pandemic's fault. Because it's the only time in my adult life I ever really gained a lot of weight in a short period of time. So it's the pandemic's. That's the pandemic weight. I'm keeping it on, but it's the pandemic.
I'm keeping the baby, but
Yes.
but it was an accident. That wasn't my fault.
And forever it will be. For always. For always. I had a dark thought the other day about babies, by the way.
Let's-
Dark.
What is it?
I was thinking about what if you did, instead of a gender reveal, an abortion reveal.
Oh my god!
What would that even look like?
What?
Pop the balloon and there's no pink or blue, it's just empty.
What were you doing when you
I was
had this?
watching a gender reveal. And I was like, it's
Okay.
going to be pink, it's going to be blue. Is it a boy or a girl? What if it was a chick being like, took care of it? Dark shit, right?
That is.
But also,
You know what though? Someone's definitely considered
Right?
doing that.
And someone should and you got to do it tastefully, of course. Could you imagine if
Tastefully.
The tasteful
you gotta
abortion
do
reveal.
It tastefully. You got to get invitations and send them out handwritten.
No, you definitely can't. Yeah, you can't have the whole family around. But if you were like, let's film our gender reveal, and you knew that the guy or the girl, whoever, didn't really want to do it, and
That's
you're like,
a decision.
Surprise!
That's a decision reveal.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not a. You can't go in going, it's a gender reveal. Everyone come. You have to
Surprise!
say, I'm gonna let everyone know if I'm keeping it or
Right.
not.
It's boy, girl, or other.
Right. No, you can't say this is a gender reveal. That's false
But
advertising.
when you see like those gender reveals where it's a girl and the husband, the father's like, oh my god, like visibly like mad, which is crazy.
Right.
But imagine
Which
the
is
opposite of that.
crazy.
Like,
I
you
know.
pop and it's
To
like,
have that
bro,
on film for your baby someday.
Think of how often your wife has faked enthusiasm for you. Give me fucking
give me a
2
smile
seconds
one
of
time,
just
dude.
being like,
The balloon pop, just be fucking. I also think like I never understood that. Like, you got to be a real bag of shit to be like, I need to have a boy, and I'm upset if it's not. Like, get
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But
If you
imagine
care-
that. the like, it's empty, and we don't have to deal with this shit. Oh my god.
There's just confetti,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
all
just
gray.
gray.
It's gray confetti.
it's all green. It's like, it's the money's still ours. Let's go.
Yes, it's money saved. Money. But
If you care about the gender of your baby that much, you probably shouldn't be a parent.
right,
yet,
right. Unless it's like if you have like 5 daughters and you were going for a boy or something crazy like
Right.
that.
But that's
then I
also
can
that's your
understand
fault,
that.
man.
That's absolutely
That's
your
like
fault.
you hit on fucking, I don't know, gambling really that well, so I can't really
red,
complete
red,
this
red,
anal-
red,
this
red,
analogy.
go for
black.
But you hit.
Oh, no,
you-
you're on blackjack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you were like, you were safe. And then you decided 6 is, then I don't know, whatever. This sucks. Move on.
I said for me,
I tried to pull the shoe. It didn't work. I had to pull the emergency shoe.
to me, once I had a daughter, I said I'm only having 2 kids because either one I get a son and you got 1 and 1 and you're good to go, or you get another daughter and then you can't risk having 3 daughters because that's fucking hell on earth.
Right,
That's
yeah.
3 weddings. That's three puberty girls. That's 3. You know, that's a fiasco.
Right. That's.
3 daughters, all in like the same age range. God bless.
I mean, yeah. I have 3 daughters in my family, so now I'm feeling for my father right now.
Yeah.
But my dad didn't think he was gonna have girls at all, and he freaked out when he found out they were having me. And my grandpa was like, "You just do whatever you do with a boy till they're 11."
Yeah,
I think he said, which is right around when I got my period. So Grandpa kind of nailed it. Yeah, he's like, just whatever you do with a boy till they're bleeding.
Yeah,
no, I actually got it when I was 10.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I know.
Some of the girls. In
I
my
didn't.
family
I
got
hit puberty until I was like 18.
Really?
I was old.
When did you get your period?
I was super duper old when I hit puberty. Like really, way too old.
Some of the girls in my family were at like 10, and I'm
Yeah.
very nervous for that.
Yeah, that's a lot. Did
That
they like get
sucks.
boobs early and like look older too?
I don't even remember
just
that,
bleed?
but I'm just. Yeah. It was
How
just the
closely
blood.
were you paying attention?
Your sister's tits big? What?
I would like I'm 5'6" now or just under, and I was 5'4" in 5th grade. Like I was like it was a nightmare.
You were this.
Yeah, it was a
like
nightmare.
20 years ago. Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah. The girls grow first, right? They grow
Yeah.
early, and then so they're towering over the boys, but then they just stop.
Yeah.
And that is.
It's weird because you're bigger and stronger than everybody, but everybo's making fun of you.
Yes.
And you're like, what?
Right. Well, it's funny
I'll
because you're
fucking kill
fucked.
you. I'm a woman in 90% of cultures.
I'm a grown adult.
You're trying to keep me the multiplication table, so I'll get up there and fucking smack the shit out of Steve. How about that?
You really, truly are fucked in
Yeah.
like elementary school, though. Like, oh, you're so small, you're a little pussy. Oh, you're big, you're a freak. It's like,
Yeah,
well, I guess I gotta be Goldilocks, fucking right in the middle, otherwise you're cooked.
absolutely.
Well, if you could pick a different height, what would it be?
Than what I am now?
Or do you have it? Is you
I
think
think
5'6"?
this is fine.
5'6"?
I would maybe do like 1 more inch.
5'7"?
Yeah, I think 5'7" would
then
be
in
good.
heels, you're pushing. What's the
I just
highest
don't
heels
wear
you
heels
wear?
that
Yeah.
much, like an inch or two. So
Yeah.
usually, no.
Yeah, that's
So
it's
maybe
not
I
really
hit-
comedy's not really a high heels career, right?
No, not unless you're hot and you can do that. And I just don't have like high heel energy.
I was gonna say, were you wearing heels in your first special?
No, I had like wedge sneakers.
That's heel though.
No, it's not.
Oh, a wedge
No.
sneaker is a more dangerous heel.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Have you worn a wedge sneaker?
I
then
have-
maybe shut the fuck up. Maybe don't mansplain wedge sneakers to me.
Walked into this one. You really walked into this one.
The women in my life who I've encountered who wear wedge sneakers are like high heel women on steroids, with like even more.
No.
Because you have like you think of like a high heel woman as like a woman in high finance, a high class lady,
Highfalutin.
Yeah. And
Wedges
then,
are made for women who can't do high heels.
yeah, but they exactly because they want to be them. They want to be high heel ladies, but they're not. So they're
I'm just
angry.
so
Exactly,
enjoying
so
him
you're
dig
agreeing
deeper.
with me.
Yeah,
So they're not
bro,
high heel.
I am under.
You're
I am
dying on this
under-
hill.
This is worse
I-
than the gambling joke.
This is
just.
this is the worst
You're
we've ever done.
in
But
so
I'm
deep.
pot committed.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
I can't bail on another analogy.
Yeah, like
I
it's
can't
not.
do
I
it.
can't do it. I'm fucking
Let me
riding
tell
this
you,
one out.
wedge sneaker wearer.
I'm driving this
about
car
the-
off a cliff laughing.
This is Costanza going to the Hamptons. My solarium.
No, I'll do a wedge. I'll do a wedge sneaker or like a heeled boot, but that's a thick heel, and it's only about that. But it's only like 2 inches. I can't do like a proper
You
heel.
got,
When
like
it comes-
a Cuban heel.
Sure.
Yeah,
Is that
who
what
used
it
to wear that?
is?
Marco Rubio?
Right, Rubio.
Yeah, he would
like
wear
the
those.
Cuban
Yeah,
heel.
there you go.
Those
Sure.
girly cowboy boots. That was ridiculous. That was
They
absurd.
basically are cowboy boots. Yeah, that's the equivalent. Like when I see people performing in heels, I'm like, man, that's like a level of talent that I just do not possess. I was wearing boots for a few weeks on stage on tour, and I had one night that I was too tired, and so I just wore like plain sneakers, and I was like, man, this is
My feet are moving.
this is easy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
I was like, 2 shows, I can do this all day. And I was like, man, I probably shouldn't be doing this boots thing. But I'm like, I gotta look nicer. People paid more money in a
fuck
theater.
that.
But no, I don't.
I feel like I want to do like shows in like pajamas at this point. Whatever.
They probably love that.
Yeah, really, that's our brand, right? It's just like,
Because then everyone's like, I went to the pajama show.
Well, our very first shows we did, we had a couch.
Oh.
And so we called it like Couchella, Couch by Couch West.
So good.
We were supposed to do Couchapalooza and, Couch, I don't know, another fucking Couching Man, Burning
Couch's
Couch.
Island.
We should have done Burning Couch in
Burning
West
couch
Virginia.
is a good one, yeah.
But that was cool because we just kind of like hung out on the couch. Although we probably looked fat and gross sitting on the couch.
No one's ever looked sexy on a couch.
Yeah, it's very hard.
No
Unless
one-
you're like sitting on the edge with your legs crossed wearing heels or some shit
Bro,
like that.
I feel like
like-
you could Google Kardashian couch right
Yeah.
now and
but they would
disprove
be
that.
sitting like
It's
They'd
but
be
they're-
perched.
their ass would barely be touching
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they'd
you'd
be.
be
It's actually, it was perfectly timely. It's the ultimate Thanksgiving move. After the meal, you grab a pillow and you
Fat
kinda
pillow.
You
Your
kinda
belly
just
pillow?
You kind of hold the pillow. You see
That was the first thing we sat down. Dan, the third guy, grabbed the he was like,
Yeah.
shotgun, I get the couch, the cushion. He just held it over his belly.
Because like, even if you're in shape, when you're just sitting on a couch, it
Worse.
just all kind of spills.
You spill in and it
it's-
spills over.
It's like a fucking French onion soup, where just like it's all kind of overhanging a little.
There's an
bit.
analogy that works. Hey, and we're back in it. That one panned out great.
1 for 3, baby.
Everybody
All
could see
fame.
it.
That's why the cat.
I have 2 for 2. I'm taking the fucking Reese's
This
and
was
Sour
great.
Patches. Okay.
These were really good. Yeah.
Not really an analogy. So
Are
to
you
speak,
gonna
but a
eat that
win.
second half?
I
okay.
absolutely
It's
am.
like,
Unless you want it.
Well, I mean, of course I want it, but it's
like-
crazy that it's just sitting there.
I know, but I took a bite out of it. Isn't that gross? Would you eat it?
Girl, if you think that that's my line for gross, you are outside of your mind. I was like, it's hers.
Kevin,
she can
Kevin
have it. If she
considered
wants
eating
it.
just-
a dollar bill today. So.
Yeah, I almost ate a dollar.
What? I was wondering about that, and then I'm like, that just might be the third thing they do here is rip up money. Like, well, we already fucked and ate a bunch of candy. What else would Kevin McAllister do if he had a podcast studio with 1,000 people in it? Who has $1?
I love that. That should be like
That's
our.
what we did. We ripped
Yes.
out money. This is a real dollar.
That's truly it. I reached in my pocket. I was like, oh, good. I have one. Don't worry.
For a bit?
Yeah, well, somebody called in and was talking about $20 as if it was like $20,000. And I was like, did he say $20? Because that's like free. The $20 is like $0 right now. And I was like,
Okay.
I would fucking eat a 20. I would light it on fire, whatever.
Was this a
And I-
20? You
No,
ripped
no,
up a
no,
20?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was like,
And I
Yeah,
probably
you
would have.
talked a little big.
yeah. I'm like,
For the sake of the bit, I probably would have had to rip up the 20, but I wouldn't have been happy about it.
And
Like,
yet another stance that isn't paying off that we can't commit to here at KFC Radio. A 20 is like nothing, but who has like $1? Who has like $1? I'll rip a 20.
I reached in my pocket and I felt the bills and I was like, please don't be a 20, please.
Oh, you
There was
went
a
in.
one.
You went in
Yep,
blind.
yep.
Oh wow.
I was like, wow. It was $2. But
you
yeah,
just
that's
ripped
why
it up?
I
Like,
ripped it up
this
because
is how
I
well
am
I'm
fucking
doing?
making
Yeah.
it rain on these hoes, you know?
We
Did
called
you
the Secret
eat
Service
any?
on them.
No, I was going.
Oh yeah, eat a piece.
No, because
Do it.
I was about to, and then I was like, that is truly disgusting.
Eat a piece. Eat a piece.
No,
Yeah.
I'll
no,
eat a
no.
piece if you eat a
I
piece.
will not eat a piece. That is so disgusting. These are like the dirtiest. He's gonna eat it. Just prepare yourself. I can tell you right now.
That's-
I can
I'm only
see,
gonna do it if you
I
do
can
it. I'll
see
do
his
it.
leg bouncing. I'm only gonna do it if Taylor does it.
I'm absolutely not going to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got
I
nothing
wasn't part of
I
this.
got nothing
I
to
was-
prove to you. I'm here to promote my shows.
Yeah.
Beacon, New York City, January 9th.
We're gonna.
I'm not here to
we're gonna
eat
beat
money.
this out until you eat a dollar bill. There'll be no reference of your shows until you eat a dollar bill. It's a total waste of your time.
we showed up with a bit for Taylor. That's like a 13-year-old. We're like, it's matured, it's done. She wasn't there in its conception, and we're like, here, raise it now. She's like, no, that's another one. Three. I'm now above 500.
Oh my God.
We had Heather McMahon on last week, and as we just continued to say the stupid things that we say, she was just like, God damn it, I hate it here. Get me the fuck out of here. Why am I here? What have I done?
The fact that you tore up money, like actual money. If you guys weren't two straight white guys, you would be in jail right now, I think. For just ripping. You
Wait,
can't
did you
just
do it?
rip up money. Oh my God, did you really?
It's got stuck.
coming up.
You did not really. Oh, that's so.
I told you he was gonna do it.
You know what's worse is you didn't go through with it. You
Now
just
it's
put it
just-
in your mouth.
No, I'm trying
now
to
it's
get it down.
marinating in his tongue.
You're trying to get it down right now.
Please drink. Please
Oh
drink
my
water.
God.
Got it.
That was repugnant. That was
There's only one door out of this.
that.
Where am I?
This is what Heather did.
This
That's
is.
exactly what Heather was
I was
doing.
like, I'm cool. I can hang, and I was like, no, I can't.
This is right now. I feel like, dude, you're scaring the chicks. Like, you're ruining the party. The girls are grossed out, man. Fuck.
I know.
Damn
It's like
it.
the guy who comes up and you're like, you want to go back to my place, and your friend's like, I can make my belly button talk.
Now, dude. Later. I want to see the belly button dog, but not now. Oh, man, that was
Start doing the
gross.
Ace Ventura. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Dude, the worst part was I don't even know what was happening, but like I wasn't looking, she wasn't looking. You were about to just do that one on like for nothing.
That was the
I
most
tried to do it
horrifying part
sneaky.
to
I was
me.
like,
No, the part that was most horrifying to me is that you were gonna do that completely
Like without
uncelebrated.
making a spectacle. Yeah.
Oh my god! In
I'm doing that.
obscurity, you were eating
some
money.
People, some people do things for love of the game.
That's. Oh my god! That's. Is this a good podcast or are we just having fun? I can't tell. Is
Ask
this good?
ourselves
even
that every single day.
We finished recording. Good. I don't know about that one. But I had a good time. It was all right for me. That is the mark of a good podcast, I feel like. You know what? You can find out whether you are. There's also flies flying around here. So wait until you see
I mean-
that. Really a nice display for you.
I mean, this is a CVS candy aisle in here. Of course, there's flies.
I always feel like I remember when I first started out and I was blogging and I was basically writing like jokes that
We
like
get it.
me
You're
and
an
my friend-
artist.
I was writing jokes that like me and my friends knew. Nobody else would know. But I found like the very small people that were, a group of people that were reading wanted to like get in on the joke as opposed to just being like, I don't understand what that means and I'm out, you know? I feel like that's like the line, right? You know what I mean? That's everything. It's like if you get up there and you use your catchphrases or your jokes or your lines and it's like they don't know it yet, but they're going to want to know it. You know what I
Right.
mean? As opposed to like, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
outta
my
here.
entire act is catchphrases now.
Yeah.
because I want
It works.
I want people to feel that way.
then
I
you
want
put it
them
on.
to be like, I don't know what's going on, but I feel stupid for not knowing.
Yes, that's exactly
It's
it.
just she's done so many finger guns, and none of them were pointing at me.
Are we? Do we have finger gun merch yet?
Oh my god, I wish.
Why not?
What do you mean?
It's so stupid. I mean, it's
Yeah.
but
That's why they'll buy it.
I just, you know what? Honestly, I figured you guys already did. So I'm like,
if you don't, I'm gonna sell a shirt that says Taylor Tomlinson and finger guns. Maybe that exact shirt, but it's you and
But
you're doing
it's
finger
me.
guns. That's
like
it.
we almost like it, but something's off.
Are you a Taylor girl?
I mean, I'm a
You're a
20-something
girl,
white
so you
woman.
are. Yeah, it's-
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I
Same.
like,
That's
of
my
course.
exact reasoning as well. Inside of this disgusting human man
I
is a
also
20-something-year-old white woman.
I also love that like it wasn't cool to like her for a long time, and now there's like just this resurgence where
She
everyone's
put
like,
her head down and just powered through it.
oh, she really
She's
did.
like, everyone hates me, but they're all gonna worship me soon.
I know. I mean,
Crazy.
because she was like huge and getting everything when I was like very young, and then I felt like it was a long time. It was
was.
like years that everyone was like, "Fuck Taylor Swift," and now it's just like,
Can I tell you what it is? I think the best thing that ever happened to her was Scooter Braun buying her music. I think when that happened, that's when everybody was like, we have to ride for Taylor because she's getting like fucked over by
it
this
was
evil
that-
little weasel.
It was that and the reveal of the Kanye
Yes.
famous, where like
Yes.
the voicemail
Oh, yeah.
was like, that was a very uncomfortable voicemail to
Huge.
listen to. It was like, oh, that's an adult man like bullying a young woman
and he
into
very clearly lied too about like the line.
Yeah,
Where she
yeah.
was like, you didn't tell me the other half of the line.
Right.
And then everyone was like, yeah, fuck these people. Like Taylor's the best.
yeah.
And now
I was
It
a
worked out.
I was a Taylor Swift stan from Tim McGraw, and then there was she got like, it wasn't overly marketed. It was just like, it was such fake marketing.
so
For
phony.
there was a one little window. I was never out on her music, but like as like I was kind of like I compared her to like the JJ Watt
Dude.
of music for a little while, where it's just like,
You know JJ
you're
Watt.
just you're too fake. It's too like it's not
Everything
where
real.
she was
phony.
like surprised she was winning awards.
Yeah,
Always.
kinda
That-
shit.
yeah.
I
there
can't
was
believe
that.
it. Taylor, it's your 10th of the night.
Right? Yeah.
Your 10th Grammy tonight. And she was best friends with everybody. Like,
Right.
always sitting next to her at the, it was Katy Perry, then they had a falling out, and then it was Ariana Grande, and then it was this girl, then it was that girl, and then all of a sudden it was models. It was just like, you can't possibly be best friends with all these people. And then she would always awkwardly dance in her seat, which I
I like
sympathize
that.
with.
I like that
I
one.
sympathize
I like
with.
that too.
Yeah.
But it didn't look good.
I don't
But,
want people
mean,
to be dancing cool.
Yeah.
And, like, you're rich and famous and gorgeous,
can't
and
also
you
be
also
cool.
dance. Like,
Yeah,
no.
seat dancing is a very tough.
Seat dancing is so hard.
I think you gotta like almost just like clap or not just don't do anything.
Oh,
Just
clap,
nod.
absolutely.
You know, like
clap
the-
and just kind of do. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
perfect. What
just
you're doing
nod.
right there.
Oh,
when-
I
if you get your
gyrate.
hands
I'm
up-
I'm a hip guy.
Oh, you're just riding that? Surfboard? Oh, yeah. Getting on that. She's so uncomfortable. Eat the money again. Eat the money again. So forget about the dancing if you eat the money.
I think it gets bad when people try to dance as if they're not in a seat.
Yes.
Like, you're like, I'm in a seat.
Just like top up.
And this is all I can do right now.
Yes.
But when people are like, you're like, no, I can dance no matter
Look at
what.
this- check out this
what
right
I'm
knee
doing."
going,
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a dancer in general?
No,
No.
I can't do it at all. No. But I saw a TikTok where a girl was like, look, I just want to applaud everybody who stayed with Taylor Swift all these years because I bailed and I was swayed by public opinion and just like, if you didn't, good for you. And then there's all these girls who are like, I never fucking went anywhere. And you're like, okay, I'm sorry.
and you can tell they're telling the truth because they're crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
it
Those
is.
are the girls who are like, I'm ready to kill Jake Gyllenhaal. I didn't leave. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, that was, I mean,
Yeah.
what a week that was.
You know who really
Bro,
is
it
getting
was
the
actually-
short end of this stick, like the shittiest spot to be in is Jake Gyllenhaal's girlfriend right now, or wife, or whoever he's with.
turned her comments off.
Yeah, right, because she
Yeah,
must
yeah.
be like,
Did
Did I check?
don't
Yeah.
fuck-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I trying to leave a hateful
I'd have been
message?
in there.
Like, are you a Taylor Swift fan? I'm like, well, you know, as much as any white girl could be. Checked Jake Gyllenhaal's girlfriend's comments. They were off.
She's
I
like,
said,
dude, I didn't have anything to do with any of this. It was
I
forever
know.
ago.
I said from the jump that, and I'm a diehard Swiftie, so I have no problem saying this, that it was basically anyone else alive would be heavily criticized for her sicking a toxic fan base on
Yeah.
a rather innocent, an exceptionally innocent person who was in a relationship in his 20s and it just didn't work out that well.
Right.
It doesn't seem like anything happened.
that
It didn't
one
murder
tweet-
anyone in Taylor's family. It was just
The girl who said Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't deserve to breathe air. It's like, as opposed to all the other things we breathe, first of all. But Jesus Christ, that is some imagery that, like, whew.
Yeah.
But from the jump, I was like, this is a little fucked up. And then
because of his girlfriend or because of
no,
him?
just like there's
I
no.
think
like,
he's
general.
okay.
I think he's.
yeah.
I think he's fine.
But
But, it's
nobody
still,
deserves. But see, fuck that.
But
Fuck
like-
this.
But-
Fuck you.
Okay,
Like-
all right. Look,
he
I
is
tried
totally
your candy
fine.
combo. I came to play ball. I'm sorry I didn't eat the money. Sorry I said Jake Gyllenhaal's fine.
But there is.
I want like a review of this podcast. Like Taylor Thomas, she was kind of funny on Kids Europe, but she didn't eat the money. So.
the.
There was some.
No.
It doesn't matter how much money you have.
Yeah.
Tons of people, or how success. Like tons of people being like, kill yourself.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's a tough
Right.
week on the internet.
But it is
Right.
just like he's
Of
a
course.
guy. He's successful. He's moved on. He's fine.
But
It's like,
the time I really started to feel for him was when he had to turn his comments off for his like RIP post to Stephen Sondheim.
that's fucked
Oh,
up.
did he?
Yeah, it's just like, all right. I mean, let the guy fucking like mourn his genius friend for a minute.
Oh, that's
I'm
rough.
Yeah.
almost coming
I
around on
didn't
the
know that.
Swifties. That's fucking gangster.
Yeah.
They are rider. They don't take a break for nothing, man.
They're like, how dare you like another songwriter after what you did to the Queen? You're not allowed to
hardcore.
listen to music. Wow. I mean, okay, because what do we think happened between them? Because isn't the problem the like age difference
Yes,
and
but
power
she wasn't
dynamic?
that young, and he-
29 to 20. That's not that crazy.
I thought he was 30. I mean, look, that's how old my boyfriend was when I was 20 or
Yeah.
21. I think he was 30. This is pretty, but like, he wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
Do you know what I mean? There's a different,
was Jake
difference.
Gyllenhaal,
he was-
though,
he
right?
was-
It
My boyfriend wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal. That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were
There
saying
was
Jake
no
Gyllenhaal
power
wasn't like
difference.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I thought that too. I was like,
Yeah.
no, he had a movie by then. He was pretty popular.
I was like, Brokeback, he come out. I think he won an Oscar.
I'm like, this Donnie Darko fuck. No, he was Jake Gyllenhaal. But like, was it?
I think that he was
wasn't-
like, she's young and like she's like in love, and
This
I'm
isn't
not
going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's why he broke up with her.
Yeah.
But he like took her home for, was it Thanksgiving that he took her home for? I mean, that's like,
Nick,
I
Nick's
don't
be
know.
good. Nick's is like that meme with the fucking veins coming out of his head.
And don't act like you don't know either. You know it.
it was Thanksgiving, right?
I think so. And then,
was.
Yeah. In the new,
that's weird.
in the new
That
All
is
Too
weird.
Well, it seems like he like came back and was like, "Oh, I was in love. What happened?" Like,
Yeah.
it was after the fact.
Was it
though.
never getting back together about him too?
I
Yes.
think so.
That he came back? Yeah.
I'm learning a lot of this on TikTok, like in
Same.
the past few days. Yeah.
Same.
But yeah, I think so.
You know, whatever it was, though, I feel like it was very short-lived.
He's fuckboy with an age difference.
Yeah, but
And a lot people are projecting a lot onto that relationship.
I just don't think like, I know you can fall hard and fall quickly, but like, if you were together total for like 3 months, there's just not enough time to be this upset and write that much material about it.
Right.
Like 3 months is you've hung out together like 6 times.
But one of them was
But one of them was Thanksgiving, and apparently something about a scarf. So then, fuck you for life.
We don't know how intense it was.
I don't really even care about like she wrote the album and wrote that song like back then. Fine, whatever. Now the second time around, you're re-recording because you have your own reason for it. You're putting out the full version because you want to. It was like that, like the Seth Meyers thing where like he said like, what do you think about how do they feel?
Yeah.
Like to me that would be the point to be like, oh, I mean it was ages ago. Like we're all good. And she's just like, I don't even think about them. It's like, well, so you're harboring something a little still here. That was a little weird.
Well, that's what makes it sound like something horrible happened.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
Like, you
what
know
if
what
it
I
came
mean?
out that like he got drunk at Thanksgiving and like ran over like a person in her town and they buried it together?
All right, that's another TikTok.
another song.
Yeah, and that's
it?
Harry Styles.
Nobody, no
supposedly.
crime?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is that the song?
Supposedly Harry Styles. Like, there's rumors Harry
I
ran
didn't know
over a
this at
guy.
all.
Yeah.
Wait.
She has a lot of songs about a boyfriend hitting a guy with a car and like not paying
What?
attention.
I
about
must
I-
have subconsciously
I
like.
truly,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
go on TikTok. I truly had no idea.
If
this
you
was even a
tell
thing.
me that one of these boyfriends murdered a guy and Taylor
sure
Swift
they-
rode
yeah.
for him, like now I got to change all my opinions on Taylor. If she buried a body for a dude, I fucking love her.
I heard that you got a weird yardstick. How dare you write a 10-minute song about a guy who didn't love you? Oh, you buried a guy.
Queen, yes.
I've heard that they got into a car accident, but not that anybody was hurt.
That's I
Well,
know
see,
that
that's what the rich people
definitely
would-
a car accident.
That's what the police.
I thought
report said.
I thought it was somebody got killed.
This
Oh,
is some
shit,
Succession
really?
shit, you know.
Oh
Yeah,
my God,
this
this
is-
is some Succession
Yeah.
shit.
Again, this is all based off kids on TikTok.
I know,
bringing this
right?
shit down. Like,
I don't know. A 12-year-old
but
was dancing while
they
this
seem
popped up on the screen. It must be true.
they seem
They're
like they
like-
know what they're doing.
You could probably make a
Yikes.
great TikTok dance to a deadly car accident.
People do some funny dances
Yeah.
to like theme songs and like shit that shouldn't be. Have you seen people dancing to the screeching letter from Harry Potter? The one from Ron's mom that she sent.
That's so
like,
weird. We just talked
Ronald
about Howlers.
Weasley. You haven't seen that?
No, but what I was saying, we like earlier today on we were recording, we talked about Howlers. That's
Yeah.
what-
Oh
that's what-
yes, it's a
the
howler.
screeching
Thank
lady.
you. I couldn't think of the name. There people do a dance to that. They like kind of auto-tuned it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how dare you steal that car? And they're like, it's really fucking funny. I watched a lot of them.
You can make fun of TikTok and Reels all you want, but there's some good shit. on
I
there.
never will.
Although my algorithm or whatever is the shit I've been watching on Reels for the past 2 weeks is so bad. I have nobody to blame but myself, right?
On
I guess.
Reels or
does it-
TikTok?
Reels. I don't.
Reels, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
really use Reels.
Because Reels sometimes
I
it's
use
just a
Reels all the time.
random person that's like
I don't
not.
look at Reels. I just make Reels.
Oh.
Huge Reels guy. What were you saying?
I don't even remember. I don't look at
Your
Reels. I
Reels?
make Reels. I am Reels.
They're the worst. I just wake up every morning. I just click on Reels. I go to trending things. I just do one of the trending Reels. It's like filters. They're awful. They're terrible.
I'm a big
But
fan of the games.
They crack me up. They just make
Yeah.
me laugh. You're very good at the game.
I love the games.
They're games?
Yeah, they like gibberish will pop up above your head, and you have to like
Oh,
sound
yeah.
out a word. Or there's one where you have to blink really fast. There was one with Squid Game. You had to blink a bunch, and you ran across the red light, green light. I did them all. I
Those
love
are
them
for
all.
older people.
Yeah, those are for the
Yeah,
olds. I'm
that's.
old.
Like
I never see any kids doing those.
Fuck.
You mean?
I never see any
Lean
kids
in.
like
Gotta lean in.
like trying to blink on the second.
I'm really good at that one.
Yeah.
4
All right,
seconds, I can
Kevin's-
nail 4 seconds.
You're like, this is Kevin's creme de la creme. Kevin's really good.
Fuck, I'm so old.
I knew it wasn't. I knew the kids weren't doing it. I didn't realize it got the O tag. But
Yeah.
the I have a lot of fun doing it. Well,
I'm just gonna take this bottle off. Yeah. Gonna do reels and play games and drink myself to death.
Truly, I'm just covering for the fact that I didn't know you could do that, and so I feel uncool and uninformed.
that
Just call
makes sense,
someone old.
though.
yeah. I'm like, that must be what old people do because I didn't know about it. There's no way that's
No,
trending.
You're 100% right. You're 100%.
I'm old too. I'm not like.
What's the oldest thing you do?
On TikTok?
No. Period. As a person.
Period. Oh my
like
god.
your oldest trait.
I referred to myself as a museum person the other day.
Old.
That's. I mean.
Oh, I'm going to the
Ancient.
Whitney this weekend. I'm very excited about it.
You're just an asshole. She's old. You're an asshole.
I got my tickets. You gotta buy them on certain times. 3 o'clock this weekend. I'll be at the Whitney. We're looking forward to it.
I love it. I love it. I do a lot of tea. I
Tea's
have a lot of
old.
mugs. Yeah.
Do you wear robes and like slippers?
I don't do slippers.
What's the oldest thing you wear?
Sam wears slippers, and he keeps trying to get me on the slipper
Slippers
train.
are fucking fire.
Yeah.
You just
messing
walk
around.
around the house in them?
Yeah.
That's like you got to put shoes on in your house.
Nah, they're slippers. They're very different. They're very comfortable. They keep your feet warm.
Socks.
Kind of cool. No.
I'm
No! Don't you dare! Socks just
You
like
sit at my
trap
table.
the-
You talk about socks to me?
the fucking
No,
money.
you know what I do?
The socks just like keep your feet whatever temperature they currently are. You have cold feet, put on socks, you stay cold. You put on some like Sherpa or some cold like fluffy fucking slippers, you're gonna be warm.
I'll meet you in the middle.
Yeah.
I've had a handful of hospital stints lately.
Those socks?
I got 3 pairs of hospital socks.
With those rippers and
Wear 'em all the time.
Yeah, those are good.
Unbelievable.
You should go to the hospital a couple more times and pass them around over your boy. They just say like XL on them too. They have like sizes.
Yeah.
Give me a pair of XL socks when you're next
Bro,
to
I
drinking
visited
event.
only 2 of them are mine. I visited my buddy in the hospital. And I was like, we could do those socks. He's like, I don't know, you want them? I was like, yeah, pass those here.
That is some deplorable behavior. That's some are you garbage shit.
It was Graham.
I
Graham
still-
was in the hospital. He fell off his porch, and I was like, let me get those socks. He's like, all right, man, here.
He's like, I don't need these. I have a Porsche.
How'd that happen? How'd he fall off?
It was like it's a house he bought to like redo.
Yeah.
And he like went upstairs. This is a year ago or so, 2 years ago maybe.
Oh, didn't he like break his back? Wasn't it bad?
There was like fear that it was like really bad. Like he just came up. It was the second floor, and he just came up to like at the end of the day. Just came up to like rest, like take a breather on but the banisters hadn't been.
Oh,
That's a Home Alone prank.
And so he went off and just like and hit the walkway, the entryway. Like, he probably would have been better if he laid on the grass. It definitely would have been better. But he laid on the entryway, and then because he was home alone, he had to crawl into a window. He didn't have his phone on him. He had to crawl into a window. He like broke a bunch of ribs. He had all kinds of shit. Had to crawl into a window to call.
See, I think about
911.
that kind of shit all
my
the time.
God.
Like, back when you didn't have cell phones, what did you do there?
You just died.
He just died. That was
It's
it.
just that's
it.
that's
It's
the
in God's hands now.
That's the Revenant HGTV edition. Oh my God, that's so rough. And then went to the hospital and had his socks
And then
stolen.
his asshole friend show up and be like,
What
yo,
a
those
rat.
socks.
And those have the grippers, so he probably put on his other socks, slipped and fell again.
You
The
know,
whole
you know
fucking
what
thing.
you might like. Do you ever go to Barnes and Noble around the holidays? They have reading socks. You don't have to read in them; they don't check. And they have the little grippy thingies on the bottom, but they're like they go up to almost your knee, and they're real fluffy inside. And
Really?
They got
that
patterns on
sounds
them.
good, but that doesn't sound like my health insurance pays for them. So I don't know if I'm into it.
I do love the notion of someone playing by the rules of that, though, being like, I only wear these when I read.
I know, right?
Like, they get home, they're watching TV, no socks on. They're going to bed, like, let me strap in.
Yeah.
Just trying to fuck your wife at night. She's like, baby, I'm wearing my reading socks.
Come on.
You know I
That's
can't.
like a red light, green light sort of thing. Like,
No,
no. She puts on the reading socks, you're not getting laid
Let me
tonight.
put my fucking socks on.
It's like Mr. Rogers.
There's just the heels cut out. Just that they're toeless.
So you do have shows
I do have shows. Yes.
Where,
when does this come out?
next week, probably?
Next
Is it
week,
Tuesday?
probably?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay, next Tuesday. So this weekend I'm in Boulder, Colorado. I believe those shows are sold out, so never mind.
What?
And then I'm in Kansas City. I think the late show still has tickets. The early show is sold out. Next week I'm in Boston. I'm shooting my next special, so that's exciting.
At Boston, in Boston?
Yeah, we're doing 5 shows at the Wilbur. I
This bitch.
believe there are.
5?
Yeah, I don't know if there's still tickets for the Tuesday show. The other ones are all sold out.
How
but there
many
might-
did you start with at the Wilbur? Just one?
We started with one. Yeah.
Fucking Billy Joel over here.
I mean,
Let's add another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Fuck off.
Boston's been very nice to me. And then I'm in New York City, January 7th and 8th at Town Hall. I believe those are sold out. Maybe there's a few left
Why
for
are
one
you
of them.
here?
And then
What are you
there's always
promoting?
some that like get like open up or whatever. So I like to say it because then people are like, that's not sold out. There's still some singles left. But I am at the Beacon on January 9th. We just added that third show, and there are still tickets available
I actually
for that.
think it's better to do these appearances and just list off your sold out ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Then people are like, oh my God, this is
I
fucking
know.
amazing.
These are the ones that are sold out. Go to my website, ttomcomedy.com, to find out the ones that aren't sold out. I don't have time to hold your fucking hand. Can you imagine?
When
If
are
I
we-
was that person?
Can you
No, please come. Please come to these. Look, that wasn't who I am. That was a character
joke,
I
it
was
was a
doing.
bit.
Don't you dare edit this. Don't you dare edit this to make me sound ungrateful.
We're gonna release just that. Taylor Tomlinson she stormed out after that. She did a 40-second interview, and that
And
was it.
also refused to eat them.
The dollar. The guest offered her a snack, and she said no. Unbelievable.
Just
A
me-
snack that's been passed down from generation to generation.
Just me eating a full 20 not cut up. I just eat a 20 whole. I'm like, check my website, bitches.
I eat $20 for breakfast. When are you gonna go into arenas?
You asked me this last time.
Yeah,
Like,
let's go.
come on,
It's time,
man.
dude.
I don't think it is. Arenas are crazy.
Crazy.
Arenas are like.
But you can do one of those like what was the one Dunkin' Donuts Center had like 6,000 people or some shit?
I would
kinda
guess
like an
Dunkin's
arena,
probably something
right?
Like that. Dunkin's an arena. For
Yeah.
Sure.
And then you
Where's
get
that?
Providence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, well, I
then
didn't
you
know
s-
there was a Dunkin'
Then
one.
you can say,
I don't know
I'll
if
do
it's still,
arena.
I think it's still called Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Dunk.
When we did it for the Blackout tour, it was
Oh,
an
yeah, I
arena
forgot
because
we
we
did
tried to
Blackout
do
tour.
an arena.
12,000.
12,000.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a lot. Fuck.
That's too many. That's a lot. I don't know. I feel like you have to be just like so huge to do arenas. Like Sebastian Maniscalco's doing like 5 arenas
Yeah,
in
he's
New
disgusting.
York.
He's
So
disgusting.
it's oh my God, it's like but that's like someone you want to see in an arena who's like such a big act.
Oh,
Like
these people want to see you too.
that's we'll see. We'll work up to it. But first we'll start at the Beacon on January 9th in New York City.
How is are you we mentioned it before, I don't know if we were recording or not, but you are being forced to be a basketball fan now.
Yeah.
And how's that
is.
going?
You know, I
Like if I say to you, bing bong, do you know what that means?
yeah, that's a basketball thing. That's somebody's catchphrase, right?
Can't deny that.
Is it
The Knicks?
yeah, it's the Knicks,
Yep.
but it's a certain guy,
No,
right?
oh well, so you're thinking about bang.
Oh, okay.
But that's good.
Okay.
Because that means you're talking about the announcer, his catchphrase,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. But Bing Bong is just the Knicks.
Bing bong is like a Knicks mantra right now.
Okay.
But Mike Breen, who's the Knicks announcer, when you hit a big 3, he goes bang.
Okay.
And that's where you were trying to go with that, and that
It
shows that
was.
you kind of know what you're talking about.
Look, we just went to a game, and I remember the Bing Bong thing, and I got confused, and I'm sorry. My buddy...
Listen, just don't ever fucking do it again. Okay.
My buddy Dustin, who's on the road with me, is always like feeding me like sports lines to like text Sam. He's like, tell Sam that so and so has got to hit that whatever the fuck to make it to this, and I'm like, all right. And Sam's like, say hi to Dustin for me. I know that wasn't you.
What's the equivalent of what's something Sam's doing that's the equivalent of you picking up basketball?
Dude, nothing because
You set
we-
Sam up and failure on that
Here,
one.
no, but
I'm
here-
sorry, Sam.
I'm not. No. I'm not shitting on him. I'm actually. He will go to like Broadway shows with me, but he has as much fun as
he
I
likes
do.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Broadway's
Yeah.
dope.
Broadway's fucking awesome. So I'm like, what can I make him do? Sam like appreciates everything. It's really something I love about him. He really appreciates everything. So it's hard to get him to do something.
You should start making shit up. That
I
you don't
know,
even
right?
Like.
That I don't even like.
Yeah.
I want to go to a Renaissance fair.
I would love to go to
yeah. Well, Renaissance fairs are dope too.
Those are
actually,
awesome.
it's a
I
bad
love
example. I've been to a bunch of Renaissance fairs, never had a bad
A
time.
bunch of guys went
my God.
recently to Medieval Times, and it looked amazing.
Medieval Times is
Yeah.
awesome.
There was a-
I'm totally gonna make him go to Medieval Times. That's amazing. No, we just saw Company a few days before Stephen Sondheim died.
Oh, did
and
you?
it was-
I just
it
did
was
you watch
he
good.
was
Tick, Tick,
such
Boom
a
yet?
baller.
It was what?
Did you watch Tick Tick Boom yet?
Yeah, we watched it the other night.
Tick Tick Boom's
It's
sick.
good
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I watched
watched
that
it too,
Wednesday
John.
night, and then he died Thursday.
I know it's rough, man. It's
He
fucking
was comically successful.
Yeah.
Like it's a joke how many things he wrote and did. It's like
Yeah.
leave some for the rest of us. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, it's insane. It's like, yeah, he was like that really affected me, and celebrity deaths don't really like affect me that much usually, because like
Oh, so this just in: Taylor Tomlinson doesn't care when people die.
look, I
agree.
Cold-hearted bitch who doesn't care if people die.
I feel like if you have like a parent die young, you're kind of like kill whatever hero you want.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you're like
I had a real one. All right.
Right, yeah, you're like, oh, Robin Williams is dead. So is my mom. Fuck off, God. You know, Robin Williams was very sad. But
that was a choice. That was a fucking choice for that
That
joke.
was a rough one. But that was the first one that came to my head. That was a hard one. But like, Steven Sondheim was the first one I think that really
Paul Walker,
fucked
yeah.
me up. For Paul Walker was your
since yeah.
Oh, since Paul Walker.
Yeah.
This was equally hard
This
for you.
was yeah.
R.I.P. to
Yeah.
the greats. You know.
Yeah, it's tough.
The
man.
thespian
not
greats.
super kidding.
No,
I
he's
feel
really
like you
not.
think I am.
Oh, you're serious.
He's dead ass.
Nah,
serious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not dead ass. Like 60% serious.
Like yeah, a little more than that.
Like
70%.
Like 100%.
Oh
there.
yeah.
What do you think is the stupidest thing? One more question. What do you think is the stupidest thing that does affect you? Doesn't have to be a death, but like
I mean,
there's a bit of celebrity gossip or there's something silly that you're just like,
I feel like I already covered this. I checked Jake
Yeah, that's
Gyllenhaal's
it. That's the
girlfriend's
one.
Instagram.
That is the
And I
one.
was like, how's she doing? Is she okay?
yeah. What is she? Is she somebody? Is she like famous or?
I don't think she's anybody. I
Yeah.
think she's like a
That makes it
model or
even
something.
worse. If
I
you're
mean,
not
I mean,
famous.
she's somebody. She's someone's
Yeah.
daughter and friend. And
That doesn't count.
all those other.
How many followers does she have? That's what matters.
No,
okay?
I think maybe she's like a model or something.
I'm sure she's.
I assume-
at least that.
I assume you are. If you're dating Jake Gyllenhaal.
you know?
You're a Taylor Swift model.
Yeah, which Taylor Swift is a model.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
She's a model.
There's
who
got to
can
be
sing.
some conversations behind the scenes where Jake and that girl are like, man, fuck Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Oh, they absolutely are.
Such a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
think
John
she's like.
Mayer and all these
I
guys.
had to
are
turn off all my
probably texting each other
comments
like,
saying how good I look. God
Yeah,
damn it!
for real.
What am I even on this app for?
engagement's down now. God damn it. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in for like the third time in like 3 weeks. It feels
I know.
Like.
Thank you so much for having me
You're
back.
always
I was
welcome.
concerned. I was like, what are we going to talk about? And look at we covered so much.
I actually do believe this is when interviews and appearances get more fun.
When you're out of the-
everybody knows everybody now, and we know, like, and the audience knows, and now we can like eat fucking dollars and shit.
I did not. This is
This
a
is-
base I wasn't aware of.
This is the,
Yeah,
this is the,
the money eating.
Yeah.
This is
like
things are going real well.
we're past the like courtship process. We're not in like a honeymoon phase. We're in like we're in the comfortable phase. We put on our reading socks. We eat fucking money, and we have a good podcast. That's
This
when
podcast was the equivalent of you guys shitting with the door open. I'm like, this is different than last time.
perfect note to end on. Yep.
Yeah, you're spot on there.
Thanks, guys.
That was awesome. All right, the holiday season is approaching. All I want for Christmas this year is YouTube subscribers.
Please.
We got to get to 100,000. I want that
Please, sir, can you buy
100,000
these
plaque.
subscribers?
We've got a goal for all you out there, for everybody. At 100,000 subscribers, Polly Feidelberg will join us on the show. Maybe. Well, if not, we'll probably have to trick her into it. But at 100K, you will get Polly content. So subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notifications so that you're always watching. Leave a comment below. Talk about it. Post about it. Spread word. Tell your friends. 100,000 subscribers on KFC Radio for Polly Feidelberg. Let's make it happen.